Hey guys, welcome back to Auror Plays Arkham City, part whatever, 3, I guess. Alright, so here I am you doing my little upgrade thingy. And I always upgrade my batsuit first for the protection of it. And then I turn around and I start fiddling with the volume on my TV like I did the last video, but it doesn't last as long. And here we go. We're chasing down where that bullet came from that was shot at Catwoman. And it has led us to a church, which we are going into now. And now we are loading. And now we are loaded. Now we go through another door. And on the other side of the door, there's people. And they're mean. Fuck you, Harley Quinn! Alright, so... yeah, that's basically what's going on. I think we're all caught up now. And so, basically, Harley Quinn, with her fine self, is talking about how the Joker is too weak and sick to have any visitors, especially Batman, so-and-so, and so forth. And I'll tell you what, man, every time I put this game in to record some more footage, I have a blast and don't want to stop recording. I have to, like, watch myself. Like, I wanted to keep these between 10 and 15 minutes each. And I've pretty much laid out a game plan for how I want to record these. I'm going to just record the actual main storyline with maybe a little bit of Joker, or not Joker, but Riddler missions. And they're not even missions, really. They're secrets, like, thrown in just to get the EXP, the experience, because that way I can upgrade stuff faster and it'll be more fun. And these are still like training levels, so I can't do anything until after he decides that he needs to scan the room and do this and that and the other. And it's like, dude, I know I can swing to these things. I knew that before I even played the game at all. Like, the first time I played this level, I was like, okay, I can swing to the gargoyles because that's how it's just always been. And I know I get behind people, I can do silent takedowns and all that. It's like... but I guess for, some people are going to buy this game and not Arkham Asylum. I don't know why, though. Arkham Asylum is freaking fantastic. I highly recommend playing that one first, because the storyline does carry over as far as the Joker's concerned, anyway. But here we go. We're gonna take down these thugs and save the hostages. One of which is Aaron Cash, or I think his name is. He was in Arkham Asylum, and apparently him and Croc had a lot of animosity towards each other. And I'm gonna try and get the Easter egg of the Killer Croc, but I'll have to see how to do it. And I want to get the Easter egg for the Scarecrow on the boat, which I'm sure anyone who watching this has probably seen the Easter eggs for this game, but I want to find them for myself because that's always fun. Even though you know exactly what it looks like and you're not gonna see anything new or anything, it's like you still want to do it yourself, just because it makes it fun. And here, I keep trying to talk to Cash, and it won't let me. Like, I thought I was supposed to talk to him before I continued on, but apparently I'm not, because it wouldn't let me talk to him, and I got fed up with it, and I was like, screw it. See, it won't let me talk to him, so I was like, screw it. I'm going to head up to the bell tower, where I'm pretty sure at this point, well, I know for a fact at this point, because I already played it twice now, but I've traced the bullet back to the bell tower, the window of the bell tower, so I'm actually trying to find my way up so that I can do some investigation, CSI work, scan for semen, because there's always semen in CSI and Law and Order and all that. Joker may have left semen behind, I don't know. I don't know why there's so much semen everywhere at crime scenes, but there usually is. But here we go, and as you can see, all around me is dynamite. And that's never a good thing. especially with 2 TVs set up with the Joker talking to you and a room full of dynamite. That is get the hell out of here without saying get the hell out of here, you know? And I was like, screw it, I'm out. Fuck you, Joker, I'm gone. Boom. And the tower blows up. And then you might not be able to hear it because I have to turn down the game audio in order to record the commentary. But all the thugs on the ground and stuff in the area that watch this are like, "Oh my God, did Batman blow up the church? That doesn't sound like Batman." It's like, dude, come on, man. Do you think I actually blew this up? And here, I was gonna go back in and try and talk to Cash again. And then I realized that he closed a blast door. So much for dramatic effect. That took way too long to load. It just sounded like I had no clue what the name of the door was. What kind of door it was or whatnot. And see, I thought I had a, the electric gun that would make the door rise and lower and stuff, but I don't have that yet. Actually, as I record the commentary for this, I'm wondering if I already recorded this part or not. I couldn't have though because no, I didn't. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I'm thinking. It seems like I already played all this, but could simply be the fact that I was I don't know. I lost my train of thought. It could be the fact that I've already beaten the game and was thinking about that. Here I'm trying to find where this cord goes, where this Riddler cord thing goes. I fell twice, I think, here before I finally get it. I should have followed it before I hit the thing just to find out where I was going, but I thought I could do it faster than that. So, now that I know, I can just run over the top of the building, which should make this a tad bit easier to do. In fact, it makes it easy enough that I can do it. So here we go. Boom, boom. And then I do a power dive, or whatever they call it. Boom! Riddler trophy. The Riddler puzzles in this one are a lot more fun, I think. As far as the trophies go, they're not just like hidden everywhere. It's actually like you have to solve like puzzles to get them, like that one. And I'm also going to do some of the AR training because you unlock new moves and stuff that way. And I really want new moves. Well, you got to have new moves. You don't have new moves, then you're not going to do very good at this game later on. And I'm blowing... the balloons are part of the Riddler puzzles. But unfortunately, I threw a batarang at those balloons and I hit the bad guys instead. Well, not unfortunately. I think that's pretty funny. They're just sitting down there chilling, and I slam them in the head with a batarang. That boat down there, I don't know if you saw it, just for a split second down in the bottom left-hand corner is the boat where the Easter egg for the Scarecrow is, but I have to have an upgraded cryptography sequencer. God, that was hard to say. I gotta have the upgraded one so that I can open it. And let's see. Okay, right here I'm actually trying to follow the signal to find where the Joker is. And I didn't even notice that when I was playing, but there's a freaking wall that I can break through right there. I'll have to go back later and see if I can't break through it. But let's continue our search for the Joker. I think I don't know if I fell or if I'm looking for something else. But I actually go further than I should. Oh, okay. Right there, I instead of going after the Joker, I went to go get these balloons over here, because you got to keep in mind when playing this that every Riddler trophy or puzzle that you solve, you get experience points, which allows you to level up faster. So it's kind of like playing an RPG and just going and battling random creatures, like out in the woods or wherever the setting is, and just battling creatures for hours on end to level up. You know what I mean? Like when I played Final Fantasy X, which I lost myself in, I was that was my Skyrim. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the game that I like completely lost myself in, and I had well over 200 hours of playing. And that's not even counting how much Blitzball I played. I probably played like an hour's worth of Blitzball by itself. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. But in that game, I would run around for like 2-3 hours and do nothing but battle enemies just so I could level up and be strong. Like by the end of that game, I was beating the main bosses in like 2 or 3 moves because I just leveled up so much. And that's what you got to do in this, is solve the Riddler puzzles and riddles and everything, and just level up. You get super strong, get all your stuff upgraded, get new moves, upgrade your bat suit. Maybe that's why I like it so much, because it's like an RPG, but it also has an element of the action adventure. That was like a weird accent that I just had just then. But it mixes genres pretty well. I mean, I just love this game. I just think it's awesome. Plus, the character is Batman. You know, I grew up with Batman. I used to watch the '70s Batman show all the time. Like when we would go rent movies, I would rent that Batman the movie from the '70s with not the cartoon, but the TV show Batman. I used to rent that thing like all the time, man. It'd drive my mom crazy because I would always be wanting to play. I'd always be wanting to rent that one movie, and she always wanted me to get something else. I was like, no, I want Batman. Love Batman, but as I've gotten older, my favorite characters in Batman have changed. From Batman to the Joker is now like my favorite Batman character. Has been for a long time. He's more complex than people give him credit for. Like people, like when you see the Joker, it's like he's a comic book villain, and he's kind of laughable. He dresses up like a clown, but when you really get deep into the psychology of the character, like he's insane. The Joker is insane. Like it's kind of like John Wayne Gacy in a way. Like he dressed up like a clown, and he was big and fat, and people probably wouldn't sit there and be like, oh, this guy's a dangerous dude, unless you knew him really well. But I mean, if you met him at one of his famous parties, one of John Wayne Gacy's famous block parties, you probably wouldn't be like, this guy's killing a bunch of young boys and burying them under his house. You'd be like, this guy's kind of a joke. He's dressing up like a clown, and just, it's kind of stupid. But he was psychotic. He was a sociopath. He was a serial killer. And the Joker's the same way. Except, he's a fictional character or whatnot. But I mean, it's basically the same thing. But the character's just so complex that I'm always drawn to that sort of character, because I think a big part of it is I don't understand that. I can't. I grew up. My parents were divorced, but that was like the biggest trauma that I went through as a child, really. And I just can't understand how something so bad can happen that your mind would break in that fashion, to where like you couldn't stop killing. Because yeah, these guys are crazy and they're vicious and they're evil, but they can't stop. They can't stop themselves from killing. I've always found that interesting. I guess because I always want to understand why, because it's scary. You know how people, same way with like why people turn to religion and stuff like that. It's just people are scared of death, so they try to find ways to understand it. I do it too. You know, I like me and my wife have gone on grave searches and stuff where we've gone and we've seen the graves of Bonnie and Clyde and who else? Stevie Ray Vaughan. The group of wrestlers from down here in the South called the Von Erichs. When I was little and still into wrestling, the Von Erichs were like the top of the top down here in Texas, and so we've seen them and Joe DiMaggio, Mary Kay, the makeup lady, not Laterno. I mean, but people always are interested in things that they're scared of because they want to understand them. They want their mind to be wrapped around it. And I think that's what draws me to the Joker character. But we are coming quickly to a close on this episode. We haven't found the Joker, and the next episode I will be going and saving that doctor that couldn't cure the Joker that Harley got pissed at. But until then, we will watch the end of this video, which is a few seconds from now, and we will see you guys tomorrow.